Hey, what's up, guys? Good morning. It is April 15th, and I got some more NBA player props for y'all here today on PrizePicks. If you're new to PrizePicks, use the promo code right here down below to get yourself signed up, get that first deposit instantly matched up to $100. And guys, it is a beautiful Saturday morning. It is currently 7 a.m. Central Time, and we are coming off another fresh 4-0 sweep. Throughout the play-ins, we did 3 days worth of picks, 4 picks a day. We finished at 10-2. Our first 4 picks were a sweep. Next 4 picks went 2-2, and last night we had a clean 4-0 sweep once again. So, like I said, the air is smelling good today. Playoffs start today. Got 4 games on slate, and I'm going to stick to my word and take my favorite pick from each game, which is a lot of picks, so bear with me on the length of the video. I will speed up as much as I can, but I've got 8 picks for y'all here today. Without wasting any more time, I will jump right into it. The first game is Brooklyn at Philly, and the first pick we're going to look at here is going to be, for a full game, it's going to be Spencer Dinwiddie. We're going to take the over on his 13 rebounds and assists. DK has this heavy juice on the over of 12.5 of -140, so we get it at 13. I still love it. When Spencer Dinwiddie plays over 30 minutes, he's going to hit this number 13 of 16 times. 13 of 16 when he sees his minutes of 30 or more, which isn't a lot to ask. It's playoffs. Why wouldn't you play him 30-plus minutes? So I like this number for him. He played 30-plus minutes against Philly one time in February. He only dropped 12, so he just fell short of a push. They have this line so low due to the matchup, and the one time he did that, but different atmosphere is playoff basketball. He is going to come out shooting. So give me that as the first pick. Spencer Dinwiddie over his 13 rebounds and assists. On the other side of the ball, I do not like this play as much, but it's going to be Joel Embiid. We're going to take the over on his 55.5 fantasy score. Super high. The contingency here is that it cannot be a blowout. It cannot be a blowout, or I don't think we see this. Now, the reason I took Joel Embiid against them, even though I don't really like the line, is because I feel silly. The Nets have been absolutely terrible against the center this year. So I would feel silly taking anyone besides potentially the best center in the league against potentially one of the worst defenses against centers in the league. I mean, it just wouldn't make sense to me to go anywhere else. But like I said, the game can't be a blowout. So he plays them on February 11th, puts up 58.6. If he gets over 35 minutes, he hits this 11 of 13 times. If he gets just 30 or more minutes, he hits this 7 of 12. So there's a big difference there between 35 and 30 minutes. But so we'll see. It is what it is. So we should get this as long as we're over 30. Over 35, our chances look a lot better. That's going to be all for that game right there. Next game, we got Atlanta at Boston. 230.5 over under. Boston by 9. First pick is going to be in the first half category. So if you're new to PrizePicks, go right up here to categories. NBA 1H. That is us in the first half. And we're going to go Jason Tatum, and we're going to go over his first half 22.5 PRA. He goes over this his last 11 of 16 times. Even with Jaylen Brown on the court, he goes over this 10 of 14 times. Against Atlanta in November, he dropped 18, so he fell short. But again, in March 11th, more recently, he drops 27 in the first half. Real quick, look at the matchup against the small forward position. Points, which of course this is full game, so take it for what you will. Atlanta's right here giving up the 6th most points. And rebounds, we're looking at the 12th most rebounds and the 10th most assists to the small forward position. So I like Jason Tatum to go over his first half, 22.5 PRA. Flip side of the ball, give me right here, we're going to go Trae Young. And it's going to be over his 37. Oh, sorry, this is going to be a full gamer. We don't want first half anymore. We're going to take Trae Young, and it's going to be over his full game, 37.5 PRA right here. So his last 5 games, he's going to go over this 4 times. He goes, if we look at his 35-plus minutes here, anytime he plays over 35 minutes, he looks to hit this 13 of 17 times. And out of 25 games, dating back to November, The last 25 times that he played 35 or more minutes, he hits this 19 of 25 times. That is a 76% hit rate. So we're looking, as long as he gets over 35 minutes, we're looking at 76% chance of getting this. Plus his track record against Boston, played them in November, puts up 41. Like I said, the number to get here is 38. Puts up 41. He plays them again in March, puts up 51. Absolutely kills it against Boston. He doesn't care what they think about the point guard position. He's absolutely destroying them. So give me Trae Young over his full game, 37.5 PRA. Next game is going to be New York Knicks at Cleveland. This ought to be a really fun game to watch as well. Really good matchup. We got 216 over under. Cleveland by 5.5. Let's start with the Knicks side of the ball. It's going to be Jalen Brunson. Give me over his 33.5 PRA right here. I know Randall's questionable. With or without Randall, I don't care. I still like this line. Of course, better without Randall on the court, but even with, I don't mind it at all. I'm still playing it. When he goes over 35 minutes, he is going to hit this 11. He's going to hit this 9 of 11 times. So the last 11 times he played 35 or more minutes, he hits this 9 times. Of course, the line is going to respect the matchup, because we take a look at the matchup here against the point guard. We're looking for Cleveland. Boom, first in points allowed, first in rebounds allowed. 7th in assists allowed to the point guard. So if you look at paper, scary matchup, right? Run away, scream, cry, whatever you want to do. So if we take a look at the last 2 times, or the last time he played Cleveland, right? He just played Cleveland 2 weeks ago. Jalen Brunson did. And he dropped 61 right on top of him. Dropped 61. He almost doubled his line here, and that was just 2 weeks ago. So give me the over. He did play him, to be fair, he did play him again in January and only dropped 20. But like I said, that was a lot more recent. We got a lot better look at our recent Jalen Brunson, and this is playoff basketball. He dropped 61 on him. So give me Jalen Brunson over his 33.5 PRA. Flip side of the ball, we're going to Cleveland, and we're going to be looking at Donovan Mitchell. There we are. All right, we're going to go Donovan Mitchell. We're going to go over his 45.5 fantasy points right here. If we take a look at his last 5, he goes over this 4 or 5 times. The last 14 games, he plays over 35 minutes. He hits this 10 of 14 times. 10 of 14. So as long as he gets over 35 minutes, I don't see why he wouldn't. The game ought to be nice and competitive all the way through. He is going to see this 10 of 14 times. I love his PRA. I'm not mad at his PRA at all. But like I said, it's playoff basketball. He's usually going to get a couple steals and maybe a block. And plus, there's a lot at stake. There's a different environment, different atmosphere here. So I see him definitely getting him at least a steal or 2 going over this fantasy score line right here. And he did play New York on March 31st, the same game that Jalen Brunson dropped 61 PRA. Donovan Mitchell on the other side of the ball drops 53.3 fantasy score. Just needs 45.6. Last time he sees them, he clears 50. So love this spot for him as well. Give me the over on him. And for the final game of the day, ought to be the highest scoring game of the day. We got Golden State at SAC. This is a 237.5 over-under. Golden State by 1. And we will start on Golden State side of the ball. So I like Andrew Wiggins right here, actually. Makes his return. And I'm going to take over his 14.5 PR. And let me clear somebody out of here. I'm going to clear this list. I'll just clear this one right here. Clear the last 2 to make some room. So I like his over 14.5 PR. And he's going to go against the Kings 3 times. But this is, of course, at the end of last year. He clears this number. He puts up 29, 35, and 30 PR against. So just about doubles this line every single time. Now, the only thing is he should be limited on minutes tonight. He's still a starter, so he should get 20, 25. I think he's projected at 25, but he should get over 20 at least. He probably won't see 30, 35. So on the selection of games that we pulled for the receipts, I just took 20-plus minutes games. So the last 25 games that he plays just 20 minutes, he's going to go over 14.5 PR 20 of 25 times. 20 of 25. I'm just going to do the math on that real quick anyways, just to see. So 80% hit rate right there. Bam. So he's looking at 80% chance of getting this if he gets 20 minutes or more. Sacramento this season, take a look at the matchup really quick against the small forward position. Sacramento is giving up the second most points. Rebounds are more to the middle of the pack, but Andrew Wiggins finds himself down there a lot. But yeah, second most points to this small forward position. Andrew Wiggins is back. He's feeling good. Give me the over on his 14.5 PR. And then for the final play on the other side of the ball for Sacramento, we're going to be looking at Keegan Murray, and I'm going to be taking the over on his 19.5 PRA right here. So if we take a look at his last 5, goes over at 4 or 5. His last 8 games that he plays 30 or more minutes, he's going to go over this 7 of 8 times. So 7 out of 8 times. He should absolutely get his 30 minutes tonight. 7 of 8 times. Against Golden State, he plays them 4 times this season. He goes over twice, falls short twice. He did play them on April 7th, so this was the last game that this is the last time he played them, on April 7th. Very recent, just a week ago. And he only puts up 16, but he also, look at his field goal percentage. He shot 30%. He does not shoot that bad on this whole 25-game stretch that you see right here. He never shoots that bad. So that is the lowest. Usually he's hanging out around 45 to 55 shooting percentage. He only shot 30, so that was a rough game for him. And he still put up 16. I mean, we need 20. He still put up 16, so on a rough night. So give me a bounce back. Like I said, it's playoff basketball. Everybody's looking to come out hot. Give me the over right here on Keegan Murray's 19.5 PRA. I also want to throw this one in. I just want to put this one in front of y'all's face. I am going to play this one. I'm by no means telling y'all to. I don't want to make it like an official pick on here, but just in case you guys are looking for another pick to like sprinkle in somewhere, I am taking the under on De'Aaron Fox's 13.5 first half points. I just want to show you all this real quick. This is his last 25 games of first half, and 14 is the number to get here if you want the over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He goes over this 7 of 25 times. And I mean, if you just want to look at his last 15 games, we look 3, 5. There they are. There's that. Okay, so he would go over this 3 of his last 15 games. So he's gone under this 12 of 15. Now he's done really well against Golden State 2 out of 3 times this year. He goes over it with like 17 and 18 against them, and then falls short with like 12 another time. So, that's kind of spooky. But for the most part, he's just not a first half guy. Sabonis has been taking control of the first half. So I'm going to play this one, just throwing it out there. Take it for what you will. But back to the official plays from this video. Quick recap. Spencer Dinwiddie over his 13 rebounds and assists. Joel Embiid over his 55.5 fantasy score. Jason Tatum over his 22.5 first half PRA. Trae Young over his 37.5 PRA. Andrew Wiggins over his 14.5 PR. Keegan Murray over his 19.5 PR. And then the ones not shown here because we had to get rid of them are Jalen Brunson over his 33.5 PRA. And Donovan Mitchell over his 45.5 fantasy score. Good luck tonight, guys. Let's, I guess, continue our roll and shoot for 8-0 tonight. I don't know. We shall see. But hopefully we have the same luck we did last night and continue to make some money, guys. If these plays are helping you out at all, making some money off of them, helping you with your research, slap a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, drop a comment. Let me know what you guys think. Anywho, let's cash tonight. Good luck, everyone. Later.